Hey there, and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News Show. Let's dive into today's top stories. Anthony Martial does not want to continue in backup role at Manchester United. Manchester United star Anthony Martial reportedly has no intention of continuing to play the role of backup striker as he nears the end of his Old Trafford contract. Football Insider reveals that Martial is not satisfied with the current situation in which Rasmus Hojlund is the primary starter and he is the number two. It's understood that Martial is keen on becoming the main man at this stage of his career. There were clubs interested in signing the Frenchman this summer, but nothing materialized. The 27-year-old's current deal with United expires in June 2024. However, Erik ten Hag has the option of triggering a one-year extension to keep the forward at the club until 2025. So far this season, Martial has made a total of 9 appearances across all competitions. He has played 6 times in the Premier League, making a total of 190 minutes or averaging 32 minutes per appearance. The France international has only started 2 games, with Ten Hag clearly preferring to deploy the more mobile and physical Hojlund. At times, it has even fallen on Marcus Rashford to lead the line, a position the Englishman has struggled in, although this was at a time when Martial was not fully fit. Ten Hag's preference for Hojlund can partly be explained by Martial's unreliability, especially last season. Last term, Martial missed 33 games due to different injuries. He was constantly in and out of the team, and it was clear the Red Devils needed something different in the form of a more consistent and fitter goal scorer. Ten Hag subsequently sanctioned a £64 million move for Hojlund, who was contracted to Atalanta. The Dane has started well in England, despite not having opened his goal-scoring account in the Premier League. The 20-year-old tops the charts in the Champions League with 3 goals. Harry Maguire reveals that David Beckham reached out to offer support after horror show versus Scotland. Manchester United's Harry Maguire has revealed that David Beckham contacted him to offer support after the defender endured a nightmare game against Scotland last month. Maguire disclosed, "I actually spoke with David about 3 weeks ago after the Scotland game. He got in touch with me, so it was really nice of him, and I really appreciate that. It meant everything. I have spoken throughout my career about David Beckham being someone I looked up to and watched when I was a young boy. Unfortunately, I didn't end up on the right wing scoring and assisting as many goals as he has, but he was a big role model when I was growing up. It shows how classy he is to reach out to me and to message me. It was something I really appreciate. It was touching, really." When pressed for details about what Beckham told him, he stated, "I don't want to go too much into the conversation, but the main thing he did is he reminded me of the career I have had to date and the big moments I have had in my career. Things haven't gone according to plan. Hopefully, I can continue my career at the club. Ever since I joined Manchester United, all I ever wanted was the club to grow and the club to get back to how it should be and be successful. Even in the last year or so, even when I haven't been playing as much as I'd have liked, but of course, I want to play minutes. I want to play football. That's why I play the game. Hopefully, I can start to get the minutes and continue my career at Manchester United." When questioned about his failed summer move to West Ham, the 30-year-old said that the Hammers are a massive club. Interestingly, Maguire remarked that while he wants to remain with the Red Devils, regular playing time is important to him, a suggestion that a transfer to the London Stadium may not be completely off. Scotland coach praises Manchester United midfielder Scott McTominay. As reported by Scottish media, Scotland coach John Carver greeted Scott McTominay on his arrival for international duty this week and was full of praise for United's weekend hero. He said, "I just called over to him. Here is the goal scoring McTominay. He's had a tough time lately and he deserves the credit." Having been in such good form for Scotland, Carver confessed that he has been surprised to see the lack of game time McTominay has been afforded at club level this season, but was delighted for him at the weekend. He said, I will be honest, I'm surprised he hasn't been in the Manchester United team, but I don't manage that team. I am looking from the outside. He came into the game at the weekend and you could see the delight on his face when he scored those goals. I was delighted for him, but it shows you the type of character Scott is. He could have easily thrown his toys out the pram, but he has knuckled down and worked extremely hard and has waited for his opportunity. When he comes here, he is always a top class professional. He has shown a bit of patience. He could have gone in the summer. He didn't go. He wanted to stay at Man United, and that shows you his character. For sure, he will get more game time now. You saw the reaction of the crowd when he scored and the reaction on his face. Rio Ferdinand says Andre Onana needs to back up his ideas and names a star Erik ten Hag can rely on. Manchester United legend Rio Ferdinand has urged Andre Onana to get his act together in order to finally get going at his new club. Onana has endured an extremely tough start to life at United following his summer move from Inter Milan. The Cameroonian has committed a number of high profile errors that have cost United, especially in the Champions League. Speaking on his Vibe with 5 YouTube channel, Ferdinand gave his thoughts on Onana's troubles and compared his situation to his own performance for England against Greece in 2001. The defense recalled that he was poor, but David Beckham's late free kick secured a draw for the Three Lions. Ferdinand said, I saw a bit of myself. I didn't play well when England drew against Greece when David Beckham scored that free kick to secure World Cup 2002 qualification. I remember celebrating with Becks and thanking him. I saw a bit of that in Onana. When you make a mistake, I could sense the relief that he had. He should have made the save in training. He probably makes that save every day. I saw a quote from Peter Schmeichel, who spoke to him and told him not to let the pressure of Man United get to you. At the moment, there are nerves that are in there because of the mistakes. A lot of people are asking if he can recover. I was there when De Gea came. He was obviously younger, but he didn't start well. I think in his first 10 games or so, the numbers are similar to Onana. If you were to speak to Onana himself, I think he would say, this is not the start I wanted, this is no way near the level I am used to performing at, and this is not the standard required at Man United, so I need to back up my ideas. The reason why David De Gea is back in Manchester United amidst ongoing speculation. Former Manchester United goalkeeper David De Gea sparked speculation on social media when he posted a picture of himself in Manchester. De Gea was let go by United in the summer following 12 years of a loyal service at Old Trafford. Going forward, there were doubts about his suitability for Erik ten Hag's brand of football, which requires a goalkeeper to be excellent with the ball at their feet. Distribution is hardly one of De Gea's strengths, despite his excellent reflexes that usually enabled him to pull off eye-catching saves. Amidst Andre Onana's difficult start to life at United, some fans have started to call for the Spaniard's return. Onana has endured a hard time at his new club so far, with the Cameroonian responsible for a number of high-profile errors that have dearly cost his side. De Gea remains a free agent, hence why a section of supporters have been cheekily advocating for his return on social media. According to the Daily Mail, while De Gea is back in Manchester, there is nothing to suggest a comeback with the Red Devils is on the cards. The report from the Daily Mail reads, the Spanish goalkeeper returned to the UK on Monday and is spending a few days sorting out the house in Hale, where he lived until leaving United after 12 years at the end of June. De Gea has since joined his pop star partner Garcia and their 2.5-year-old daughter at the family home in Madrid. Chris Wheeler also explains that the 32-year-old shot-stopper remains calm about his future. He is in no rush to find employment and is enjoying spending time with his family and loved ones. Man United add Sporting Lisbon star Gonzalo Inacio to centre-back shortlist. Manchester United have added Sporting Lisbon star Gonzalo Inacio to their centre-back shortlist, according to Fabrizio Romano. The Red Devils were keen on signing a marquee centre-back last summer, but their plans were hampered after Harry Maguire opted to stay. With their tight financial fair play situation, United are now likely to wait until the end of the season before purchasing another top central defender. The club are already monitoring Antonio Silva, Edmond Tapsoba, and Jean-Claire Todibo, and Romano reports that Inacio is also being closely tracked. The Portugal international has been linked with United over the past 18 months, and it does not come as a surprise that they are monitoring his progress. Inacio is a left-footed centre-back by trade. He is a strong ball-playing defender and has a passing accuracy of nearly 90% this season. The 22-year-old has also impressed with his tackling and ability to clear his lines. He has made 6 ball recoveries per league appearance this term. In our view, he would be a good acquisition for United. The Portuguese could provide solid competition to Lisandro Martinez for the left centre-back role. United currently have Rafael Varane and Martinez as the preferred centre-back pairing, but both have been injury-prone during their time at the club. Varane has been sidelined with several minor injuries. Martinez recently suffered a recurrence of his foot injury, which may keep him out for 3 months. United manager Erik ten Hag needs more quality depth in the squad. Inacio would be a fine buy, but won't come on the cheap due to his release clause. The young centre-back signed a new long-term contract with Sporting in August this year, which increased his buyout clause from 45 million euros to 60 million euros. Man United have expressed interest in signing João Neves. Benfica want to keep him until 2025. Manchester United have already expressed an interest in signing Benfica wonderkid João Neves, according to Portuguese publication Ebola. The 19-year-old is currently one of the best young defensive midfielders in European football, and there are no surprises that he is garnering attention. United are one of his admirers, and Ebola report that the club have already made a move to show that they are interested in landing his signature. Meanwhile, a separate report from Ojogo claims that Benfica are not in a rush to part ways with Neves and wish to keep him in the squad until 2025. Neves currently has a release clause worth 120 million euros in his contract. United may need to activate the clause if they want to sign him next summer. The Portugal international has the ability to play in central or holding midfield, but he is most comfortable from the number 6 position. This season, he has completed 52 passes per game with an accuracy of 92%. He has won 1.5 tackles and 4.4 duels per outing at just 19. He has shown a lot of maturity on the playing field, and he should only get better with more first-team experience under his belt. United could consider him as a long-term replacement for Casemiro, who has shown signs of regression during the early part of the season. The Brazilian has been guilty of losing possession and has been outrun by opposition midfielders. He was recently subbed at halftime versus Brentford. If United want to sign Neves next summer, they may need to break their transfer record, as Benfica could be reluctant to negotiate on the price. Manchester United willing to splurge to win the race for in-demand Victor Osimhen. Despite strengthening during the summer transfer window, Manchester United's struggles in front of goal have continued in the current campaign. Last season, they were the lowest scorers among the top 6 teams in the Premier League, with only Marcus Rashford netting double-digit goals. That forced manager Erik ten Hag to prioritize the arrival of a new striker, and Rasmus Hojlund has certainly hit the ground running in the Champions League with 3 goals in 2 games. However, the Dane has yet to open his account in the league, while the Mancunian has struggled to replicate the form that he showed in the manager's first season. The Dutchman cannot count upon Anthony Martial, and thus it's imperative that the club bring in a proven goal scorer, something Ten Hag had wanted in the summer as well. United ended up missing out on Harry Kane and thus turned their attention towards Hojlund. One player who was being eyed in the summer was Serie A winner Victor Osimhen of Napoli. However, he was deemed too expensive, and ultimately the player reaffirmed his wish to remain in Naples for the current season, and United were forced to look elsewhere. However, despite his on-field heroics, off-field treatment from the club, especially on social media, has disappointed the player, and there are chances that he might leave next summer. Napoli have already put on the table a new contract offer which will take his time at the club to 2028 and will make him one of the highest paid players in the league. However, the 24-year-old is yet to agree to the deal, and Chelsea, United, and Real Madrid continue to lurk as per Calciomercato. The new deal is expected to contain a fixed release clause to facilitate a smooth transfer. Whether the notoriously difficult to deal with Napoli president Aurelio De Laurentiis relents is a whole different ball game. He is expected to make it very difficult for the Nigerian to leave, and if a sale is agreed upon, most likely it will be for a record sum, even though the player only has 2 years left on his current deal. As we wrap up today's Manchester United news, remember to stay tuned for daily updates right here on the channel. Don't miss out on the latest updates, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a like if you found this information valuable. Your support means the world to us. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.